Hey guys, Buffalo here. 3 or 4 weeks ago I finally decided to get my 7-year-old his first rifle, my 7-year-old son. And there was several choices we could have made. We ended up with going with the Savage Rascal here. I'm going to go over a few of the reasons and some of the things that led us to this rifle over some of the other youth model rifles. So hang around, let's take a look at it. Alright guys, so one of the first things we wanted to find when we were looking for him a rifle is one that was bolt action, single shot, and was available in left hand. As you can see, this rifle fits the role for that. Next thing we liked about this rifle was it's scaled to size. It's not just been chopped, you know, it hasn't had the stock chopped off and the barrel chopped off and here's your youth rifle. This is actually designed to be a youth model from the ground up. It also has the IQ trigger, which is very important to have a good trigger on a rifle this light. This rifle comes in on my scale just a touch over 3 pounds, and when you've got a rifle that light, you can't have a 6 or 7 pound trigger and expect them to be able to do any good with it. It's just it's very hard to do. If you've never tried it, give it a try. But the sights on this rifle are great. I love starting a child out with peep sights. There's no, you don't have to explain, you know, keeping the light bars the same and leveling the sight off with the top. If you'll just hand them a rifle with peep sights on it, they'll naturally center that front bead up on the target. Just comes natural to them. Then later on you can teach them the other styles of sights. Now the rear sight is adjustable for both elevation and windage. This thumb screw on the side will allow you to raise your elevation up and down, and you can actually loosen the aperture itself and slide it back and forth for your windage. And the front sight is a post with a bead on it, so it's comes very natural just to center it up. Like the safety on this rifle, got a very positive feel to it. It's not too hard to operate, but it really clicks into position. It's a 2-position safety. The bolt can be worked with the rifle in the safe position. Doesn't have to be in a fire position, which means you don't have to decock the rifle to unload it. And another great thing about this rifle is it actually cocks when you work the bolt. It doesn't have the cocking knob like on some of the other ones that can be kind of hard to pull back, especially for small hands and small fingers. Another thing I like about this rifle is it does have an active feed ramp. Just drop the round in. You don't have to worry too much about starting it into the chamber like with some of the other rifles. Just bring her home. It'll guide it right into the chamber. Savage has went ahead and drilled and tapped the receiver if you wanted to add a scope or a red dot or whatever type of optic that you'd want to put on a little rifle like this. Does come with swivel studs. Real easy to go ahead and attach a bipod or whatever you'd want to attach a sling. The barrel is about 16 1/8 inches long. It is a free floated barrel, and I think the gun's about 31 1/2 inches overall length. Like I said, it comes in on my scale at about 3 1/4 pounds or so in the wood stock version. The synthetic stock versions may be a touch lighter, not sure on that, but the synthetic stock versions are available in a wide variety of colors, so you can make just about any kid happy, any color, whatever their favorite color is. Alright, back to this IQ trigger, guys. I've got it adjusted all the way down, breaking at about 2 pounds, 9.9 ounces. Pretty consistent on that. Alright, if you wanted to adjust the trigger, it comes from the factory adjusted down to the low end, but if you wanted to raise that trigger weight for whatever reason, it's as simple as removing the stock from the barreled action. And you do that by removing these 2 Allen head screws, which I already had loosened up here. You'll just drop the barreled action right out of the stock. The rifle comes with a tool for adjusting the trigger pull weight. Tightening the screw will bring that pull weight up. Loosen it will bring it down. Also, here's that feed ramp. A better look at it. You can see it is an active ramp. It moves out of the way when the bolt closes. But that's all there is to adjusting that trigger if you did want to change the adjustment for whatever reason. Alright guys, so my son just loves this little rifle. As you can see, he won't even let me take the stickers off of it. Still got all the stickers on it from where it was new. But there's nothing you can do that's more important to preserving our rights as shooters and gun owners than to teach a kid how to shoot. And you want to choose a nice gun to let them start with, whether it be a rifle or a pistol or whatever. We wanted to go with a bolt action rifle to get him started, and this is what we went with. Now, everything I just said, this is a great little rifle the way they've got this thing built. But I can't do this video without mentioning that we did have some trouble with this rifle when we first got it out of the box. It was only firing about 70% of the time. About 3 out of every 10 rounds would get a light primer strike, and it was just unacceptable. We talked to Savage about it, and we was going to send it back and have them fix it. But I got to looking around on the internet, and it seems like it's a pretty common problem. A lot of people ran into it. Savage should have addressed the issue by now, because it's been going on a while. But evidently they haven't, because this is a newer rifle. But I was looking around on some of the forums, and there's a lot of people having that issue. And the firing pin on this little rifle is about twice as wide, as thick as a firing pin on, say, a 1022 or a Marlin Model 60. So what I decided to do, instead of sending it back, and it goes against everything I always preach, you know, let the factory fix it if they've got a problem. But I decided to do it on my own, and I changed the profile of that firing pin into more of a wedge shape. Not recommending anybody do that. It's best, gun's still under warranty. It would have been best to send it back, but my little boy was so excited to get this gun that I didn't want for it to be gone 2 or 3 months to the factory. So I decided to go out on my own and try to fix the problem. Luckily it worked out for me. The gun runs 100% now. Like I said, I just changed the profile of that firing pin from a big wide square to more of a wedge shape, and man, she's run like a charm ever since. I'm so glad that took care of it, because I would have probably voided my warranty by doing that little move. But couldn't do the video without mentioning that. You know, a lot of great things about this rifle, and not all of their rifles are that way. I've got another friend that bought one of these for his son, and they haven't had a lick of trouble out of theirs. So, you know, it must be a random issue, but regardless, we got it took care of. And like I say, other than that, this rifle is just about perfect for his size and his abilities. And he's really coming on with this rifle. I got a feeling he's going to be putting old Dad to shame here in a few years. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll have some more videos up soon. I appreciate all the support.